Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. On the move from inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. So the TCU Horned Frogs offense will have the first possession of the game. And there he is, the man, David, that they build this entire attack around.
And it's so nice to have a guy that makes everything easy for the people around him. The quarterback plays better because the feature is clear who that is.
And we all hold our breath every time this guy touches the football. He's able to take it the distance on any given play.
Looking to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. It's Griffin. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess, and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
They'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. It's 1st and 5. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Dialing up a second down pass play. Forced out of the pocket. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Quarterback sacks is a trend that this offense would like to put an end to pretty quick. Somehow they were able to win their last game out, even though they gave up 4 sacks in that one. That was a huge point of emphasis for this coaching staff. And here early in this one, first quarter, they've now already given up 1.
Going to try to get it himself. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Horned Frogs will punt it away on 4th down. Boots, his first of the day away, was called on 4 times in the victory last week. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. So the Texas A&M Aggies offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Pirouettes away from the defense. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. He's going to pass. Pressure coming. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Still running at the 40. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Pulls it in. It's Robinson. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he could see he had him. He completes it for the first down.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? Good timing on the quick out. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously, the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Moving away from pressure. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Aggie. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing. Assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board.
Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum.
This is a team right now playing with tons of confidence because of how much their defense is dominating. Just look what they did the last time they took the field, and look what they're doing early in this game. They've got dudes flying around making plays. They are a tough unit.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. To the ground with the back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
Well, there was something the quarterback liked in the pre-snap there, thinking his primary target was going to have a favorable matchup. The defense did a nice job disguising that look. They got more bodies over to him and forced the incompletion.
And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. And the Horned Frogs send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the grab at the 10. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Williams looking for a man. They're trying to get to him. Tight end finds a soft spot. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. They'll snap it from the 25 here on 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Hit as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Trying to escape and get it himself. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. The run from the shotgun. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Fires the pass, intercepted.
And that's why as quarterbacks you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. And the pressure was in his grill in an eyelash.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
It's 1st and goal as Texas A&M comes to the line. This quarterback part of their running game. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. TCU has it back and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not...
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Love the job by the defense there. They weren't fooled. 2nd and short. They thought pass was a possibility. They got to the QB. Let's see if they can do it again here on 3rd.
Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
Offenses know and work on it all week. 3rd downs. 3rd downs, we got to be really, really good. This offense not good on this 3rd down. It could come back to bite.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They've jumped on the Mexican. High level and up 14 17-0, David.
This is the exact start you want. I mean, offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job on the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Fires to the right. And that one's incomplete.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Got a man. It's Jefferson. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
It's all about critical downs and distances on defense. You want to be great unit defensively. You've got to be good on third down and in the red zone. For this defense giving up a third down like that, that is just a gut punch.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job. First down.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now. If they keep this up, this could get ugly by the fourth quarter.
From the red zone, looking for a space. With the catch, it's Odom. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll pull it on the read. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
How great is it to be an offensive coordinator having a quarterback like this? Because he can go and generate first downs with you throwing the ball and running the ball.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggie! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. And just not enough field to hold that one. It's incomplete. The Horned Frogs will line up to punt it away. He'll take it on the return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Texas A&M going quickly. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Dropping back, it's Tompkins. It's complete to the left. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. Third down coming up after the completion. Little over anxious out of the stance early, and it's a false start.
False start. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here on third down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Less than half minute to play here in the half. Let's see how aggressive they are on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Working that left side now. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll throw it on first down. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
And that's a really good decision by the quarterback. Don't take the sack, throw the ball away. Now, listen, we can debate whether that was intentional grounding or not because he's still in the pocket. I'm not sure that that's not classified as grounding, but they didn't call it. So, you know what? Nice throwaway, QB.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They'll throw it on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Frogs will kick it away to crank up the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Unloads to the wideout. Gonna throw it to the right. He's got his man. Afterburners coming. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Wow, already up to 250 catches for his career.
That's a lot of catches. How about the consistency of this young man, the durability, the toughness? He's got all those characteristics for him.
250 catches is impressive.
Touchdown, Aggies! And the stomping has commenced. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And here's the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
It's 2nd down.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The Horned Frogs line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Oh, he spun away like a vapor. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Give to the running back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Give that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Inside the 30. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
They get a huge gain on that toss play, and this running back, when he's got the ball in space, watch out. You see when he's out in the perimeter of the field, he's able to pick his spots. He can make people miss. He's got a bevy of moves. Way to generate the explosive play.
Got enough space. Touchdown, Aggie. And the pummeling has started. And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Because that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Ball will be placed at the 40 after that kick out of bounds. A 1st down for the offense. Little touch pass to the receiver. Keeps the legs moving. Oh, and What a move, what a juke, and he makes it past the marker.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Really, really nice football play. Man, I got to understand option football. I got to play my responsibility, make sure that I know what I'm doing. Look at the linebacker. Great job doing that. Staying patient, getting to the quarterback, making the big tackle.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Using the quick game. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Michigan has the lead right now, but unless Desmond Howard or Anthony Carter come running out of that tunnel, I'm not ready to say this one's over. They're up by 11 over Oregon. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Williams will pass. Makes the grab over the middle. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. On the move, he fires. Got him downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And he gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game, running the football.
Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. And the defense has got it, and they're bringing it back. And they'll get him down after a solid return. Line gets set, 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Swings it out to the flat. Shakes off the tackler. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. This defense has been so dominant, David, that the 12th man feels like he's out there literally. Extra people on the stop troops.
Yeah, no doubt. They've been flying all over the field, and the tradition of the 12th man is like no other. You don't see that anywhere else in college football, and this defense and crowd gets into the game, and they represent.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. Offense getting set for 1st down. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Quickly out to the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the 1st down. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Brought down at the 27. It's a 5-yard pickup on the play. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Right back to the well. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They go to the ground. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. After the strong run on 2nd down, 3rd down coming. Do they do it again? The Aggies get enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quarterback keeps it. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Williams looking for a man. Trying to get to him. Bounced off his feet.
Well, that's just an amazing individual effort, trying to get back as much yardage as possible to set up a 3rd and manageable situation, right? Nice job in the open field, understanding the situation. You obviously cannot take a sack at this juncture on the drive, so do what you can do to put your offense in a good position here on 3rd down.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. And the Aggies will snap it on 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the 1st down.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a 1st down.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, it will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
I love wide receivers that want to get involved in the running game. It's not enough today in college football to want to catch the ball. You got to be able and willing to run down the field and block somebody as well. And you saw it right there in that QB run.
And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their